Hello, I'm Berni Xiong, Live Spark with Berni Xiong LLC at bernixiong.com. Today is Tuesday, June 6, 2011, and this is episode 25 of Get a Life Spark. Alright guys, I am so excited. First of all, I want to apologize for being gone for quite some time. We had the holiday last week, and yesterday was just a crazy busy day. It was nearly 100 degrees yesterday, and again, today it's supposed to be hitting the low 100s with the humidity factor, so I'm trying to stay indoors. Many of you know that I love working outside. I love the sun. I love getting my vitamin D. But I want to make sure I survive today so that I can be here and serve all of you. Anyway, the really exciting news I have, I'm just going to go ahead and throw it out immediately and then we can get on with this episode. I had a creative genie visit me yesterday. I've had writer's block for a few days here and there, and it was just the most amazing inspiration I received. And with that said, I've made the decision to take Get a Life Spark on the road. So stay tuned for more information about that. But if you are in the Milwaukee metro area, the Chicago metro area, or the Twin Cities metro area, Get a Life Spark is going to be coming to a venue nearby. So stay tuned again for that information on the topics we'll be talking about, and for the venue information, the date and time. But I'm ecstatic to be able to bring the show live in person to all of you. Okay, so let's get on with today's episode. There's been a lot going on around me, both personally and professionally, and the word that keeps coming to mind is resilience, or having resiliency. And so I really wanted to focus on that topic of discussion today, because I think with all the things that have been happening in our lives and everything that we've been discussing in all of these episodes of Get a Life Spark, we've been talking about change, we've been talking about transformation, we've been talking about bad things happening to us, good things happening to us, you know, all of the things that we want more of in our life, in our career, in our relationships. And I didn't want us to forget that things will happen from time to time, things that we do not want to happen to us, things that sometimes leave us devastated, traumatized, depressed, angry, upset, maybe even euphoric. And sometimes that's kind of where we're stopped in our tracks and don't know how to move forward. And having resiliency really helps us to bounce back from it all, whether it's a positive or negative thing that has happened to us, so that we can move forward in the direction that we want and continue to achieve the success that we've so long desired for. And so let's talk about resiliency today. Okay, and I don't really have anything specific that I really wanted to share with you other than a few stories of some people that I know personally who I've helped, people around me who've shared stories with me about how resiliency has really helped them to get through some of the toughest things. I'll give you an example. A client down in Florida was going through some very dark days sometime last year, very deep depression, marital problems. And this person revealed to me that it was very hard for them to stay focused on what she needed to do in life, because she kept dwelling on all of the negative thoughts of her partner, you know, having strayed from their relationship, and her losing trust in him. And so every day that she dwelled on all of these negative thoughts and feelings, it put her in a place of paralysis, and it was so hard for her to bounce back from that. So we talked a little bit more about that. We went through an exercise, and she shared how, you know, the things that make me happy, you know, if you ask me, Bernie, are, you know, being able to smile, being able to be happy about something, you know, putting a smile on people's faces. She has an amazing voice. So she said, I miss being able to perform. I miss singing. I miss producing and performing music. And I want a little bit of that back too. So if I could just have some, you know, music back in my life, if I could just smile more and help others smile more, that would make me so happy. And so we talked a little bit further, and she went into detail about the kind of music that made her happy. It was Hawaiian music. She talked about Brother Is, and how that Somewhere Over the Rainbow song really touched her. So then not even a week goes by. She contacts me, sends me a text message, and she tells me the story. She says, "You'll never believe what was in the middle of the street when I got done dropping my kids off from school." And she took a picture. And it gave me chills. It gave me goosebumps. But basically, it was a picture of those little "Have a nice day" smiley faces. The little yellow guy with the little smile and the two beady eyes. And she sent that picture to me, and I was so touched, and I was so moved by that story, because not only, I think it was not even a week, it was only 3 days prior to that, she talked about how the two things that I want to bring back into my life are a smile and Hawaiian music. And so when she shared that with me, it was just the most beautiful thing she could have ever shared. And so I, about a couple days after that, had a workshop, and I shared that exact photo from my iPhone with all of the attendees in my workshop, and it moved and touched everybody. You know, and whether you're a believer of these type of things happening, you know, we talk about metaphysics, we talk about quantum physics, we talk about spirituality, we talk about magic, you know, whatever you want to call it, however you want to categorize it, whether you are a believer or not, these things exist, these things happen. And her story just solidified for me that when you started to dwell on the things that you wanted more of, it'll find its way to get to you. Right? The opportunities will surface, the opportunities will arise. And from that, oh my goodness, from that she had the most amazing week and weeks thereafter, because she was able to feel as if I do have control over my thoughts, and I do have control over my life. And she bounced back so quickly because she became a believer, and she started incorporating those ideas, those thoughts, and those concepts into her life to make her life more positive. She still struggles from time to time, but she'll never forget that moment that she deliberately intended to have a smile appear in her life, and it did. So I hope that story touches you. It still touches me to this day, which is why I'm always so excited to share it with others. Another story that I have is a very, very recent one. I recently started coaching with somebody several months back, and he's a very, very successful person in general. He's in the technology field, and he basically said, you know, I've kind of maximized my skills and my talents. I know I'm good at what I do, but I want more. I want more fulfillment. You know, I enjoy music. I enjoy socializing. I enjoy helping others. I enjoy serving others. I enjoy innovating, and I enjoy making a difference and an impact in this world. And so, you know, what if I do a great job at my day job? I feel not completely fulfilled because I think I can be doing more, and I know I should be doing more. Well, I'm happy to report to you that this person just quit their day job. They started a new position, a position that will allow them to have more autonomy and flexibility, so that they can build their dream on the side, and they have. This person has just launched this, and I can't even tell you what it is because it's still anonymous, but basically they have launched their startup dream business that we only talked about less than 6 months ago, and they made it a dream come true. And as much as he couldn't conceive leaving his day job because he needed the financial stability, which is a valid point, he was able to make his dream come true because he so strongly believed in his dream. He took his talents and his resources, he put them together, and he made this happen because he believed in himself. And he had others who believed in him and in this dream. And he desired this with an obsession, and he became so passionate about it that he made his dreams manifest in less than a year. And I think that is just the most amazing thing ever. You know, feeling stuck, feeling run down less than a year ago, and now living out his dreams. I couldn't be happier for him, you know. So when we talk about resilience, I'm telling you, it happens in everyday life. It happens with everyday people. I'm an everyday person, guys. Anyway, never let go of your dreams. Always go for what you believe in and do it with passion and compassion. Have a wonderful week.